Hello, my name is Ángel Borja. I'm a principal investigator at ASTI, a marine institute in Spain. Last year, I had the opportunity to publish a FAIR2 data article in Frontiers in Ocean Sustainability, where we presented a long-term dataset on marine biodiversity and environmental variables collected along the Basque Coast over nearly 3 decades. Today, I would like to share my experience with this publication format, the benefits I see in it, the support I received during the process, and the impact this work has had on my research and on the wider scientific community. Reflecting on my experience with the platform, I would describe it as both innovative and transformative. Unlike traditional scientific articles, which typically focus on hypothesis analysis and results, the FAIR2 format places the dataset itself at the center of the publication. It requires the author to think very carefully about how the data are structured, documented, and shared. In our case, this meant organizing nearly 30 years of environmental monitoring data covering physical, chemical, and biological variables across multiple ecosystem components into a coherent and accessible framework. The platform guides us step by step through the process, from data structuring to metadata creation and methodological description. What is particularly important is that FAIR2 goes beyond the traditional FAIR principles by ensuring that datasets are not only findable and reusable, but also machine actionable and ready for integration into AI-driven workflows. This perspective changes the mindset of the researcher, encouraging us to see data not simply as a byproduct of research, but as a central and reusable scientific output. When considering the benefits of this approach, several aspects stand out clearly. One is the most important is that FAIR2 gives proper scientific recognition to datasets by making them peer review and citable publications. This is particularly relevant for long-term monitoring programs like ours, where the effort invested in data collection, quality control, and harmonization is substantial but often under-recognized in traditional publishing formats. Another key advantage is the improvement in data reuse. By structuring the dataset with rich metadata and standardized formats, the information becomes far more accessible not only for humans but also for computational systems. This significantly increases the potential for reuse in different contexts, including modeling, comparative studies, and increasingly artificial intelligence applications. In addition, FAIR2 platform simplifies processes that used to be extremely time-consuming. Tasks such as metadata generation, data validation, and formatting are supported by AI-assisted tools, which greatly reduce the manual workload and allow researchers to focus more on scientific questions rather than technical preparation. Another aspect that I would particularly emphasize is the level of support provided by the Frontiers team through the entire process. From the beginning, it was clear that this was not a standard editorial workflow, since the Frontiers staff provided continuous guidance on how to meet FAIR2 requirements, especially regarding metadata, data organization, and methodological transparency. Whenever questions arose, responses were prompt and constructive. I did not feel like simply submitting a manuscript for evaluation, but rather like working together with a specialized team to improve the quality, accessibility, and impact of the dataset. This level of engagement significantly enhanced the final outcome. In terms of impact, I can say that this publication has influenced both my own research practice and the broader community in meaningful ways. On a personal level, it has encouraged me to incorporate FAIR principles much earlier in the research process. I now think more systematically about how data are structured, documented, and shared from the very beginning of a project, rather than treating these aspects as an afterthought. This has improved the overall quality and reproducibility of our work. From a community perspective, the dataset we publish provides a valuable resource for scientists, managers, and policymakers. It offers a consistent and long-term view of environmental changes in coastal and estuarine systems, enable better assessments of ecosystem responses to human pressures and management measures. Because of the data are fully structured and accessible, they can be used for a wide range of applications, from scientific research to policy implementation, including frameworks such as the European Water Framework Directive or the Marine Strategy Framework Directive. In conclusion, my experience with the FAIR2 data article has been highly positive. It provides a powerful way to increase the visibility, usability, and impact of research data, supported by a strong technical and editorial guidance. I would strongly encourage researchers, particularly those working with long-term or complex datasets, to consider this format as an opportunity to maximize the value of their work. Thank you very much for your attention.